You're such an asshole.
Alright boys, and this one is for the girls too. We're gonna help you all out because I'll be honest, I get pissed off when I say, hey, you gotta do X, Y, and Z. Oh, I don't wanna do X, Y. No, you don't understand. It's not whether you wanna do X, Y, and Z. You have to do it, but I don't wanna. And we are so spoiled as Americans to think that because we don't wanna, we don't have to. So let me explain why dating has fundamentally changed and why traveling is not only the future of dating, but it is the mandatory thing you must do to date. I have many a young man and a fair amount of young women, it may surprise you to know, in my little Cappy sphere, my little YouTube audience and listening audience. And they are typically younger, and they would like to, shock of shock, meet someone of the opposite sex. And the problem that they run into is that they're not meeting people. Well, the biggest one is they're not meeting non-leftists. Let's not even say conservative or libertarian and get picky. Let's just say we don't want fleas in our soup. We just want non-leftist people to date. And so there are very few younger people who are non-leftists, especially of the female variety, but of the male variety too, because you were indoctrinated and brainwashed to think that socialism is great and wonderful. So they come to me, oh, Cappy, you know, you got a listening audience that's young and is by default non-leftist, well, except libertarians and conservatives and the like. Do you happen to know of anyone that I could date? And I kind of say, yes, I do, including my friend. I say, I got this, or you got that. I know this person, you're over there. How about I arrange it? They say, how about you arrange it? I say, splendid idea. We got one major deal breaker out of the way and no socialists. All right? So there's a girl that I know who's a client. I got a buddy who's a friend, former client. And they got peanut butter. He's got chocolate. Why don't they get together and make some Reese's peanut butter cups? So I've had it happen many times now where you have a very nice, wonderful, intelligent, educated woman. Very nice, talented, wonderful, educated man. Accomplished. Both non-socialists. Hey, Bill, his name's not Bill. Bill, why don't you meet Frida? Her name's not Frida. And you guys might like each other. And then inevitably when I say, Bill, hey, you should meet Frida, what does Bill ask me? Bill says, cool, where does she live? Now, Bill lives in Chicago, let's say. I say, well, Bill, Frida lives in Tulsa. And then Bill, oh, God, Cappy, I can't meet for she's in Tulsa. I can't, she's not nearby. I don't want to go to Tulsa. Or the same thing will happen. I'll go up to Frida. I'll say, hey, Frida, I got this guy, Bill. Frida, who lives in Dallas, will say, oh, where does Bill live? I'll say, Bill lives in Duluth. She says, oh, I can't go and date Bill. He's in Duluth. And I want to grab everybody and shake them and strangle them, slap it in the fucking face and say, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So let me explain to you why it doesn't matter on two important things. Statistics and finances. Statistics. If you are tuning into this, you know, you're on a little my internet sphere here, there's a damn good chance you're very smart. Really smart. I don't say that to kiss your ass. I say it because it's true. This is why I wrote the time to write the book, Curse of the High IQ. Alright? And when you start to look at the statistics in the Bell distribution curve, and you start getting into 2 standard deviations plus, there are very few people that get along. Then you throw in politics, and you want to be young and not socialist. Now we're talking very, very few people. And then heaven help you if you want someone who isn't like a complete social reject, you know, who's high IQ, not a socialist, and has got his or her crap together. They're not on prescription drugs. They're just actually really good, accomplished people. Guys, there just is not that many people to go around. And what I have found, and we're not even talking dating. Dating, when I did my statistics on dating, it's less than 1 in 100 is marriageable material, gentlemen. All right, that's the women. But let's just talk about friends. Do you know how I hang out with all my really great friends? Oh, Aaron, do you go to the bar and hang out with them? No. Do you have a party at your house? No. Do you go to the cigar lounge? No. My friends, my really great friends, don't conveniently live anywhere near me. They are smattered across the country, far across the globe, frankly, and I don't think 2 of them live within 100 miles of each other. That's how rare it is to find really good people, really good quality people in your life. You are not, in a population, the Twin Cities like 2.5 million. I got 3 really good friends, and even they don't really hang out all that much. It's kind of tooth pulling, frankly, to be honest. So how do I get my social activity? I ride my motorcycle across the country. I fly to places, and I go have amazing conversation. And it's not, again, this gets back to the, well, I don't really want to drive across the country either to have good conversation. I have to. And so do you. So using friendship as a proxy, right? And the old cabin's got to drive and fly around. You guys probably have this too. You have like a lot of great, amazing friends you met on the internet, been filtered by many machinations and things inherent to the internet, social media. If you've done meetups, it's been the greatest time. But yeah, you notice like, yeah, at your hometown, over in Akron, Ohio, not a lot of great, smart people. Nothing wrong with Akron, Ohio, just not a lot of great, smart people all over. And if you want to go have any kind of social life, to hang out with people that are truly your brothers in arms, your sisters in arms, you need to travel. It's the same statistics with dating. Even worse statistics, because there's this whole element of chemistry and attraction and other hurdles that must be met. So, if you want to fall in love with the woman of your dreams, fall in love with the man of your dreams, you have to expand your horizons geographically. You have to go out of your neighborhood. You have to leave the little cove of your house in the Tri-County area. Because, yes, there could be that girl or the guy of your dreams in that area. And you could, but statistically speaking, no, not really. The girl or guy of your dreams is out there somewhere far, far away. And you can sit there and say, well, I don't want to. Or you can actually go out there and get her. Your choice. You sit there and look at your navel and twiddle your thumb. Oh, girls in my town are all... God, I'm in Tacoma, Seattle area. The women here are hideous. They're just absolutely atrocious. And they're obese, they're overweight, they're disgusting. They dress for crap. Not one of them doesn't have a sleeve for a tattoo. It is an appalling and insultingly low caliber of women to choose from. The guy, don't think, oh, you hate them. No. The men are no better. Matter of fact, they're probably worse. Alright? You must leave. You must go to where the people are that you like. Of which you're likely to find on the internet. Thank God on the internet. You got the internet now. So you can actually find these people of similar intellectual, political, sociological, religious, likes and tastes and preferences. So they're out there. They're out there. You just have to go get them. So that's one of the main compelling reasons and compunctions you must travel and leave. The second one is finances. And this is where the old economist comes in. It's akin to, is prostitution cheaper than marriage? And it is, because you spend more per lay in marriage than you do prostitution. Prostitution is much cheaper, right? It's much more efficient. And it's the same thing with finding someone you'd like to date, marry, fall in love with, find a relationship, whatever, male or female. You can go ahead and go out and date. From the men's perspective, we have huge financial costs because, again, you women, I want equality, but I'm a traditional girl when it comes to the check. There are some that will go Dutch. I'll grant you girls that. I will golf clap that, but not the majority. Women also have to make an investment. Sometimes they will go Dutch, they will pay. But then, gentlemen, let's be fair. They got to gussy themselves up. They got to go to the gym. They got to get the right type of clothes. Except in Seattle, where it's just like, I'm wearing a tarp sack and go to hell, all you. I'm hot. Look at my armpit hair. That's Seattle. But if you're a normal gal, you gussy up, you get dressed, you work out, you spend your own time going to these things, you go to nightclubs to meet guys, you're on the internet, you fill out a profile, all that. Women invest time, men invest just a significant amount more money when it comes to actually paying the dates. Men go out, men, please contemplate this. How much time, effort, money, and resources have you spent going out and trying to meet girls when it comes to cover charges, drinks, bars, nightclubs, house parties? Your time alone, prorated at your current rate of labor, how much money and time is that? And then all of a sudden you come to the same realization. You know, instead of going out and throwing my fishing reel, throwing my fishing line into the pond of piss, where there's nothing but low quality crap fish to catch. Carp, bottom feeders, catfish, just swill. How many times you can go fish? How much does that cost you? Every week going out to a club. Every week going out here. Time swiping left or right. I don't know which one it is because I used Tinder one time. I'm like, what the F is this? Throw it away. Right? How much resources do you spend? And when you add that up, you will find out, oh, you know what? That is 3 to 4 times the cost of a flight out to Chicago to meet Bill or Dallas to meet Frida. And there is a much higher chance you will like that person. And then you don't have to waste your time going out with these randos that you have nothing in common with, but you do have something in common with people that you've met on the internet who at least are aligned with you politically, philosophically, morally, ethically, sociologically, religiously, etc., etc. And so you will cut your hunting time way down, and thus your costs way down, if you go out and actually fly to these places. If you fly to Denver, if you fly to Fort Lauderdale, if you fly to New Jersey. Well, maybe not New Jersey. So then you have, I can't guarantee you, but your chances will go up because you have someone that's more politically, ideologically, everything else is aligned. The problem then you're going to ask me is like, but they live far away. They don't live where I do. Yes! Yes, they do. What do you suppose we're going to do about that? And this is the question everybody's got to ask of themselves. How important is it that you fall in love and get married and have kids? And not even get married, but just find someone special. To me, that's probably the most important question in the world. Because you can read through this in Bachelor Pad Economics. I'm not going to go into the philosophy in great detail now. But other people are the most important things in life. It's not things, it's other people. And the most important person out of all the important people is very likely your spouse, lifelong partner, whatever you want to call it. Because I understand if you don't want to get married because the laws suck. And here you guys are bitching and whining and moaning about somebody who lives 400 miles away. Concept. Move. Move. Your career is not that important. Now, this doesn't mean you give up your career. You do the career where they are. And it doesn't mean that after the first date you move out there, but it's like, oh, they're 400 miles away. Yes, they are 400 miles away. Aaron, that's going to be, a flight would be $250 round trip, but I have to get a hotel, and maybe we date over the course of that could be a couple $1,000s. Yeah, that could be a couple $1,000s, which is still a fraction of the money that you would spend pissing away at some dive bar, nightclub, or whatever else to date Tilly Magoo and her busty boosty booze. So you spend some money and you travel. And you spend some money and you invest meeting quality people, male and female, online that you're interested in. And then you find one, holy cow, this works great. And then you spend the money visiting them again. And then you're going to find out, wow, I really like this girl, I really like this guy. Maybe I ought to move. Maybe I ought to move and find a job over there. Oh, but I'd have to give up my career. No, you don't have to give up your career. You might have to stall your career a little bit. You might have to hold back. Yes, you may have great employment in Chicago. And going to Duluth, Minnesota may not have that same employment. But you know what? Especially for the guys, I thought most of you were employed because you wanted to make money so you could impress a girl. Well, now there are girls right there for on the cheap and on the easy. Not easy, but it's just fly up to Duluth. But boy, Duluth is a boring town. You don't want to go there either. And you've solved your problem. You've solved it. And for a fraction of the cost, time, not to mention pain and agony it is dating the retards and morons of the world. And that goes for both the men and women, because I have heard some horror stories from some female clients. And girls, I feel bad for you. I'm like, he did what? It's like, God almighty. You boys need help, I'll tell you that. I know the girls need a lot of help in terms of etiquette, decorum, and just, basic dating. But man, these guys, I've seen some bad, cringeworthy, just cringeworthy. I'm like, oh my God, no. Not that I was always Casanova, but there's some stuff. So, that is why traveling is the future of dating. That's why smart people will travel. You're going to save a lot of money taking that $300 round-trip flight for the $100 for 2 nights of a hotel and a car rental. That $500 date with a good quality girl or guy is definitely worth that expenditure. Definitely worth that expenditure. Definitely worth the time investment. Because otherwise you're going to spend a lot more dating a score of inferior people who are just not going to cut it. Not to mention, it's a pain in the ass to go on a bad date. It's a royal pain in the ass. So thank God for the internet. Thank God for relatively cheap. They didn't have this option in the 1805s. They certainly didn't. Hey, here's the town of Hucksville in Texas where the gunslingers were. Oh, you get to pick. You get Susie Joe or Mary Sue or Llewellyn or Louie Sue at the church company picnic or function or whatever. And that was it. That was it. And you guys are worrying. You guys, I don't want to ever hear any of my clients ever, my friends or clients ever say, hey, let's open away. I have one lady who won't go mentioned. She is sitting on $100,000 cash. She makes 6 figures. And she's like, well, that's far away. I can't go. We're like, you above all people can afford to fly over there. You could bivouac there for a month and Airbnb. What do you mean? People who are self-employed and employed on the internet, they still get, well, I can't. Like, no, actually, you can. You are supremely qualified of all people to go out there for a month and hang out. That's the future, ladies and gentlemen. That is the future. So if you're sick and tired of going to nightclubs, you're sick and tired of Tinder, you're sick and tired of all that crap, and you want to, and you just don't have the time, you don't want to piss away your time, trust me, go fly, travel, go to them. It'll be a lot easier and much more productive. Finally, olderbrother.com. I will be arranging a dating service because I got way too many high-quality men and women on one side. Do not hit me up on it now. It will be down. I'll put the dating service thing down below. You can contact me later on. And I am going to charge you an insane finder's fee. An insane finder's fee. But even if I charge you thousands of dollars, I gotta do the market pricing, but it is going to be thousands of dollars. If you think about that, me lining you up with your future spouse, the person of your dreams, that is worth $1,000 commission and fee. Even if it doesn't, it's just, I line you up with someone who shows up on time, is nice and has some etiquette and decorum, that is worth a couple bucks too. But I gotta figure out that little side business on olderbrother.com later. Anyway, check out all the links to the stuff I do below. If you like this commentary, this insight, check out some other stuff I do. All the links are below. I have the Clary podcast, the Older Brother podcast. We have books on Amazon. You could donate to me at Patreon if you want, but why would you do that when you can buy stuff through my Amazon affiliate link? All of it is down in the description of the video below. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.